Every time I speak to senior cruisers, I hear the same thing. Cruise lines just aren't as good as they used to be. That feeling that standards are slipping, that something's changed. So I decided to dig deeper. I analyzed over 800 verified reviews and ratings from seniors over 65 on Cruise Critic, Trustpilot, and major consumer review sites over the last 18 months. The results were eye-opening. But here's what cruise lines won't tell you. 6 lines that seniors once trusted and loved have seen satisfaction ratings drop by double digits. And the reasons reveal a disturbing pattern. These lines are quietly cutting services, stretching crews thinner, and implementing policies that specifically hurt travelers over 65 while posting record profits. I'm ranking these 6 lines from the least decline to the worst decline. Some of these will surprise you. Number 1 certainly shocked me. It's a line that built its entire reputation on loyal senior cruisers, but just betrayed them in ways that'll make your blood boil. By the end, you'll know exactly which lines to avoid, what specifically changed, and which alternatives actually still respect mature travelers. Number 6. Princess Cruises, the slow fade, 10% drop. Listen, Princess used to be the gold standard for mature travelers. Not anymore. A 68-year-old from Tampa booked Princess because she'd sailed with them 12 times over 20 years. This time felt different. The crew seemed rushed. The food was inconsistent. Her cabin on the Coral Princess smelled musty, and maintenance took 36 hours to respond. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. Princess is caught between two worlds. They're building massive 4,300 passenger ships like Sun Princess to compete with Royal Caribbean, but their older ships, the ones seniors love, are being neglected. Why? Because the Princess is chasing younger families and couples. The confusion is the strategy. They want your loyalty dollars while shifting their focus elsewhere. Here's what changed specifically for seniors. Older ships feeling abandoned. Ships like Coral, Island, and Crown Princess are 20-plus years old. Cruisers report worn carpets, outdated cabins, and slow maintenance response. A 72-year-old from Phoenix said her cabin AC took 2 full days to fix. New megaships aren't senior-friendly. The Sun and Star Princess carry 4,300 passengers. Seniors report feeling overwhelmed by crowds, long walks between venues, and difficulty navigating the confusing layouts. One 70-year-old from Seattle said, "I felt lost on my own ship." Food quality inconsistency. This one surprised me. Multiple seniors mentioned bland, repetitive menus and lukewarm buffet food. A 69-year-old from Denver said, "The salmon was overcooked 3 nights in a row." Stretched crew. With fuller ships and bigger vessels, crew members are handling more cabins. Seniors report slower room service, less personalized attention, and crew who seem exhausted. The medallion technology. Glitch. Princess's wearable medallion device crashes frequently. A 71-year-old from Boston couldn't unlock her cabin door for 40 minutes because the system went down. Here's your action plan. Avoid Princess's oldest ships, Coral, Island, Crown, unless recently refurbished. Skip the mega ships, Sun, Star, if you value intimacy and easy navigation. Book shorter sailings first to test if Princess still fits your style. Better alternative for seniors, Holland America. Same parent company, Carnival Corporation, but smaller ships, more attentive service, and a demographic that skews older. Number 5. MSC Cruises, the Chaos Factory, 14% drop. All right, here's the deal. MSC has always divided opinion, but for seniors over 65, it's gotten significantly worse. A 67-year-old from Atlanta booked MSC Seashore because the ship looked stunning in photos. It was, but the experience? She described it as organized chaos with a side of frustration. Here's the truth they're hiding. MSC builds gorgeous ships but can't operationally manage them for the senior demographic. What's specifically hurting seniors? Disorganized embarkation and disembarkation. Seniors report standing in unorganized lines for 90-plus minutes with no seating, unclear signage, and crew who seem confused about procedures. A 73-year-old from Miami said, "I have a bad hip. Nobody offered assistance or even a chair." Overcrowded ships, MSC offers kids sail-free promotions. The result? Ships sailing at 110 to 120% capacity with children running through hallways, pools packed wall to wall, and noise levels that exhaust older travelers. Inconsistent food quality. The main dining room gets mixed reviews. Seniors describe food as lukewarm, bland, or the same pasta 5 different ways. A 68-year-old from Chicago said, "I paid for a cruise, not a cafeteria." Service style. Mismatch. MSC is a European line with a more formal, less attentive service style. American seniors especially find the crew abrupt, unhelpful, or dismissive. One 70-year-old from Phoenix said, "I asked for help 3 times and got eye rolls." Confusing pricing structure. Everything costs extra. Drink packages, specialty dining, gratuities, Wi-Fi, it all adds up fast. Seniors report final bills that are 60 to 80% higher than the advertised cruise fare. The one bright spot? MSC Yacht Club, their ship within a ship luxury section. Seniors who book Yacht Club rave about it, but it's expensive. Here's what you do. Avoid MSC unless you book Yacht Club. Skip sailings during school holidays when kids sail-free promotions run. Budget an extra $1,000 per person for add-ons. Better alternative for seniors. Celebrity cruises. Similar modern ships, but far better organization and service trained for American expectations. Number 4, Royal Caribbean, the amusement park. 16% drop. Here's where it gets tricky. Royal Caribbean isn't a bad cruise line. It's just no longer designed for seniors. A 69-year-old from San Diego booked Oasis of the Seas because she'd cruised Royal Caribbean 15 years ago and loved it. This time, she felt invisible and exhausted. Here's what's happening. Royal Caribbean has fully committed to being a floating theme park. If you're over 65 and want a relaxing cruise, you're not their target anymore. What's changed for seniors? Older ships are neglected. Royal has 28 ships. The older ones, Freedom, Liberty, Independence, are showing serious wear. Seniors report stained carpets, chipped furniture, broken elevators, and slow maintenance. A 74-year-old from Dallas said, "My cabin looked like a budget motel." New megaships are overwhelming. Icon and Wonder of the Seas carry 7,600 plus passengers at full capacity. Seniors describe them as too big, too loud, and impossible to navigate. One 68-year-old from Portland said, "I walked 12,000 steps just trying to find the dining room." Constant crowds and lines. With ships sailing at or above capacity, seniors report long waits for elevators, packed pools, and difficulty finding quiet spaces. A 71-year-old from Seattle said, "I couldn't find a single quiet spot to read." Food quality. Decline. The main dining room food is described as mass-produced and repetitive. Seniors say the quality has noticeably dropped compared to 5 to 10 years ago. Nickel and dimming everywhere. Specialty dining, drink packages, Wi-Fi, photos, shore excursions, everything costs extra. Seniors feel like they're being upsold constantly. Here's your action plan. Avoid Royal Caribbean's megaships. Icon, Wonder, Oasis class, if you're over 65. Skip short 3 to 4 day sailings out of Florida. They're party cruises. Book longer 7 to 14 day itineraries on smaller ships like Grandeur or Enchantment. Better alternative for seniors. Cunard. If you want the cruise ship experience without the chaos, Cunard's Queen Mary II or Queen Victoria offer elegance, space, and a mature demographic. Think that's bad? Wait until you see what Norwegian is doing. Number 3. Norwegian, the nickel and dime nightmare, 20% drop. Alright, I need to pause here for a second because what I'm about to tell you about Norwegian will make your blood boil. But first, quick favor. If you're finding this valuable, hit that like button right now. It helps other seniors discover these secrets. And subscribe so you never miss my insider cruise hacks. Okay, here's that game-changing information. Norwegian used to be the freestyle cruising line, relaxed, flexible, fun. Now, seniors describe it as fee after fee after fee. Here's what Norwegian quietly changed, and it's specifically hurting seniors. Main dining room upcharges. Norwegian now charges $15 to $25 per person if you want a second entree in the main dining room. A 72-year-old from Phoenix said, "I've been ordering 2 appetizers for years. Now they charge me?" No more printed daily programs. Norwegian stopped printing daily itineraries. Everything is app-based now. Seniors without smartphones or who struggle with apps feel lost. One 68-year-old from Miami said, "I had no idea what was happening each day." Cabin service cut to once daily. Norwegian reduced cabin cleaning from twice daily to once. Seniors with mobility issues or medical needs find this especially difficult. Specialty dining prices skyrocketed. Specialty restaurants that used to cost $20 to $30 now cost $50 to $75 per person. A 71-year-old from Denver said, "We used to treat ourselves twice per cruise. Now, we can't afford it." Broadway shows replaced with cheaper productions. Norwegian used to feature actual Broadway shows. Now, they're producing in-house shows to cut costs. Seniors notice the quality drop. Loyalty program devaluation. Norwegian changed their loyalty program from cumulative nights to annual spending. Longtime cruisers who sailed 50-plus times feel betrayed and undervalued. The new Prima-class ships divide seniors. Prima and Viva have a completely different layout than other Norwegian ships. Many seniors find them confusing, with venues that feel too small and cramped. Here's what you do. Avoid Norwegian unless you're okay budgeting an extra $500 to $800 per person for fees. Skip the Prima-class ships if you're a longtime Norwegian fan. They don't feel like Norwegian. Consider switching to a line that still includes what Norwegian now charges for. Better alternative for seniors. Princess or Holland America. Both offer more inclusive pricing and fewer surprise fees. Number 2. Disney. The overpriced disappointment. 25% drop. This one shocked me. Disney used to be untouchable, not anymore, especially for seniors. A 66-year-old from Orlando booked Disney because she wanted to cruise with her grandchildren. She paid $8,400 for a 7-night Caribbean cruise for her family. She left feeling ripped off and exhausted. Here's the truth. Disney doesn't want you to know. They've raised prices to luxury levels while cutting back on the experience. What's specifically hurting seniors? Prices are out of control. Disney is now 40 to 60% more expensive than Royal Caribbean or Carnival for the same itinerary. A 69-year-old from San Diego said, "I paid $6,200 for an inside cabin. That's insane." Overcrowding on shorter sailings. Disney's 3 to 4 night Bahamas cruises are packed with families. Seniors report feeling overwhelmed by crowds, noise, and chaos. One 72-year-old from Tampa said, "I couldn't find a quiet spot anywhere." Food quality has declined. Multiple seniors mentioned bland, cold, and poorly presented meals. This is shocking for a premium-priced line. A 68-year-old from Phoenix said, "The food on Carnival was better, and I paid half the price." Nickel and diming. Despite premium pricing, even at Disney's high prices, alcohol, specialty dining, photos, and shore excursions all cost extra. Seniors feel like they're being squeezed. Not designed for seniors without grandkids. If you're cruising as a couple without children, Disney feels awkward. Everything is family-focused. One 70-year-old from Seattle said, "We felt out of place the entire time." The Disney Treasure, newest ship, has the most complaints. It's the largest Disney ship and carries more passengers. Seniors report it feels too crowded and chaotic. Here's your action plan. Only book Disney if you're traveling with grandchildren and can afford the premium. Avoid 3 to 4 night sailings. They're the most crowded. Skip Disney Treasure until the crowds settle. Better alternative for seniors, traveling with grandkids, Royal Caribbean or Carnival. Both offer family-friendly experiences at 40 to 50% lower prices with better food. Number 1. Carnival. The Loyalty Betrayal. 27% drop. Here's what really gets me, the biggest decline of all 6 lines. A 73-year-old from Dallas cruised Carnival 47 times over 22 years. Her 2024 cruise made her cry. I don't recognize this company anymore. What Carnival did that devastated seniors? Loyalty program betrayal changed VIFP from cumulative points to annual spending. Seniors who've been loyal for decades lost status and perks overnight. Food quality nosedive. Number 1 complaint. Bland, repetitive, lukewarm, downgraded. A 68-year-old from Miami. The steak was a thin slice of roast beef over frozen vegetables. Older ships falling apart. 27 ships, many 20 to 30 years old. Stained carpets, broken fixtures, musty smells. Rowdy behavior and fights. Short 3 to 5 day Florida cruises attract party crowds. Seniors report witnessing fights and feeling unsafe. Entertainment scaled back. Shows are shorter, less varied, lower quality. Crew overworked. Handling more cabins, working longer hours. Slower service, less attention. Constant nickel and diming. Wi-Fi, drinks, specialty dining, room service, photos. Everything costs extra. The heartbreaking part, Carnival built their reputation on loyal repeat cruisers, many of them seniors. Now those same seniors feel betrayed, undervalued, and ignored. Your action plan. Avoid Carnival's oldest ships, Fantasy, Ecstasy, Sensation class. Skip short 3 to 5 day party cruises. If you must sail Carnival, book the newest ships, Mardi Gras, Celebration, Jubilee, on longer itineraries. Better alternative, Holland America or Princess, owned by Carnival Corporation but offer more mature, respectful experiences. Now, knowing which cruise lines to avoid won't matter if you make a critical booking mistake. A 71-year-old from Phoenix switched from Carnival to Holland America after watching this. But she made one booking error that cost her $1,840 in hidden fees and a cabin she hated. Most seniors over 65 don't realize cruise lines use deceptive pricing tactics, hide the worst cabins in booking systems, and bury fees in fine print. In my next video, I'm exposing the 11 booking mistakes that cost seniors the most money. A 68-year-old from Dallas used these strategies and saved $2,100 while getting a better cabin than she paid for. So check out the next video right here, and don't let a preventable mistake cost you your dream vacation. See you there.